Welcome everybody back to the video. Today we're be covering beginner tips. Basically stuff you should be doing or should not be doing. Alright, so let's get right into it. Of course, we are on the brand new account that I did make just for our 30-day sake to see how it goes, right? But let's get right into it. So right off the bat, Moonlight Blessing. Keep in mind, you can only reset this once. So whoever you pick once, let's say you pick Arbiter Vildred. Like me, I picked Arbiter Vildred. But then I did the MO 5-star ticket, therefore, which I did get Arbiter Vildred. So I had to reset my Moonlight Blessing, and I picked Ruel. So therefore, I'm only able to reset it once. Now, what happens if I pick Ruel and I get a Ruel dupe later? Well, then it is what it is. But honestly, when it comes to the other characters in the Moonlight Blessing, I think it's literally just between Arbiter Vildred and Ruel of Light. I do not care for Esthene. Yeah, a lot of people praise her and all that, but she's literally just for Abyss. And even at that, you don't really need her for Abyss either. So, like, it's kind of whatever, honestly. So, I think, just keep in mind, just a reminder, you can only reset your Moonlight Blessing once. This one and a part 2 to the Moonlight Blessing. So that's tip number 1. The next tip is also going to be very, very neat. It's going to be very, very neat. So, if you go over here to Side Story, this is going to be the best farming place ever inside Epic 7, besides farming episodes, episode 4, chapter 10 something, right? You will be able to open up this for free. Now, if you go over here to your Orbis guide and you go to the Path of Hair, you will see down the road we do get 2 of these for free, and I think it is Path of Hair 25. Yeah, 25. We do get 2 of these, which means you are able to unlock the Diane side story for free. Eulogy of a Saint. Now, if you open it, never close it. If you close it, you are losing out on the best farming stage ever. While yes, you could perfectly just find episode 4, it's not game breaking if you close it, but it's just the best value in terms of your stamina. Because if you go farm episode 4, well, yes, it's a little bit more expensive. It does take a little bit more longer, unless you want to build a whole team around that. But I don't really think it's really worth doing that. I think it's a waste of materials, in my opinion. That's me, though. So, keep in mind, Eulogy of a Saint, you can open it for free. Do not open it right away. I may open it right away. I'm not too sure yet. We'll see how it goes, because episode 2, chapter 10 is really not that far away. So maybe I could get there. Maybe today. I'm pretty sure I get there today, actually. But yeah, do not open it. Save your 900 Sky Stones. Now, next thing, talking about Path of Hair, is if you go over here, make sure to save your elemental summons. I really don't recommend, especially right now, currently, I'm recording this during the Carrot Exchange. If you see this in the future, it's going to be a little bit different. So with this Carrot event that we do have going on, we do get some elemental summons. I highly recommend saving your elemental summons, because you don't really need any other 5 stars besides Arbiter Vildred, and some other characters you probably summoned along the way, such as Sprout or Renaka. There is a challenge inside the Path of Hair that can pretty much stage lock you. I think it's number 37. Let's go find out. I'm looking through it real quick because I want to make sure that I don't miss it. Because if you don't have the Ice Summon, then you are pretty cooked. And then you're going to have to wait until you actually do get that. So right here, you do see 50,000 gold to the guild. Okay. And here it is. Summon a 4 to 5 star ice element. Now, if you have bookmarks, now you're basically, it's not going to do it. I'm pretty sure summoning from bookmarks are not going to do it. I could be wrong from that, but I do know that if you do not have this bookmarks, it does gate lock you here. So please make sure, just save your elemental summons. I really recommend not really summoning them right away. You really don't need them. Arbiter Vildred will carry you throughout most of the story. Even with the free 5-star selector you are able to pick inside the Path of Hair, that is more than enough. Just hold on and wait for your elemental summons until you are done with the Path of Hair, because honestly, you never know when you're going to need it, right? But that is enough talking about the Path of Hair. Right, some more advices that you should be looking out for, right? Next thing, which honestly, in my opinion, it's pretty good. It's pretty good, right? So, if you are struggling for bookmarks, the best thing to do, the best thing to do for bookmarks, I'm saying this right off the bat, will be imprinting your characters. Now, yes, there is a lot of useless 3-star characters in here, but the good thing is about a new player account is that if you are imprinting, you are able to get bookmarks once you do triple S them. Yes, it's there for a while, it's going to be there for a very while, and it's a good amount of bookmarks that I highly recommend that you don't miss out on. It's really, really, really good. Really good. So, want to keep that in mind. That is probably the easiest way for a new player to get bookmarks, besides from refreshing the shop. Right? Now let's talk about refreshing the shop. So, let's talk about our Skystone usage, another tip. Since we are on this topic. This topic specifically is strictly for your Skystones. I really do not recommend ever using your Skystones to buy bookmarks. Never buy bookmarks. You are better off using all your Skystones to inside the secret shop. 100% of the time, all the Skystones you do have, use it in the secret shop. The only time you want to save your Skystones is for certain packs that we do have right now. I do recommend maybe holding like 5k Skystones, just in case they do release some packs like this right here. The pack 1 is really good value. It's really, really good value. I just got really unlucky on my main account. It's good value. So I would definitely recommend save a couple thousand Skystones, but the rest of it, use it inside the secret shop. I would not really recommend going over here and just buying a 50 pack with 950. You get way more value refreshing the secret shop and mystics instead of just dropping 950 Skystones here. Now, yes, you do need gold. You do need gold. But that's a whole reason why they can open Eulogy of a Satan for free, and you can farm it stacking with your XP buff that you get right here. Whenever I can click on it, click, there you go. So you already have a 30% XP buff. If they are going to release a hunt buff or just buffs in general, a weekend buff, plus I buy it at 50%, that's absolutely insane amount of percentage I will be getting. I will be covering that whenever there is buffs. So, but yeah, that is a very important thing to do with your Skystones. What to do with them. I literally will recommend just dump everything inside Secret Shop because MO5s are, if you care for PvP especially, you really want these characters. And the best way to get mystics in this game will be from this secret shop, besides from Guild War. And Guild War is a little bit complicated, especially for a newer player. It just really depends, right? So, next tip. Let's go over here to the Sanctuary. Sanctuary, Heart of Orbis. Please do not take the reward you see right away. Now, any new account will be around level 1, like I am currently am. I made this a couple days ago, 2 days I think, or at this point, or a day and a half. And we all see our max level we are going to hit this month is not going to be like everyone else who's been playing the game. So when it comes to level 1 shop, I highly recommend just take the 50 leaves. A brand new player, I really think 50 leaves, even veterans, are going to make the most value out of 50 leaves. If not the 50 leaves, Molagor. If not the Molagor, that's it. I do not recommend taking anything else from this shop as a new player. You do not take the charms or anything else. I think Molagors and leaves are just the way to go. I think 50 leaves is the best option here, especially for a new player. Like right now, it is currently the 17th. I only have, 2 more Mondays until end of the month. And by then, I could get, level 2. And level 2 doesn't really have that much of a difference. Well, yeah. Gold Transmit Stone's 30, but even at that, it's not really worth it. And honestly, comparing the gear, technically, comparing the gear to 50 leaves for a new player, it's probably not a bad idea. For a veteran on my main account, I will not take the gear over the leaves. I would recommend taking the leaves over the gear if you are a veteran. For a new player, though, I don't think it's a bad idea to actually take the gear. Personally, I don't think it's that bad of an idea. But if you're a veteran, it's a little bit different, right? So that's the next tip. But overall, those are some really important tips that you should be doing. And some mistakes you should potentially avoid because they can really bite you later and you just don't really get the most value for your buck. But next thing, which I think it's more, in my opinion, I think this, once you are able to get your Arbiter Vildred, again, I highly recommend take Arbiter Vildred, this is key component to Arbiter of Ildred. Once you are able to get your Arbiter of Ildred, please climb as high as you can. Once you are able to climb as high as you can, let's say you start on Friday. So let's say you start Friday, obviously bronze, right? You say the count's pretty decent, you can do some PvP. But try to push as high as you can, because you can go from making, let's say, what? Bronze V? So you'll be making about 150 Skystones the first week, if you don't touch Arena. But if you touch Arena before the first week is over, obviously, you could maybe get additional 200, 300, maybe even 400 if you are extremely lucky, or if you do spend money on the game. Again, this will help you in the long run. It will help you get a lot more Skystones every single week. That's a very, very good tip. The amount of free gear you do get, especially right now, you should be able to push up to Masters like no problem with Arbiter of Ildred just existing, right? But yeah, that is pretty much all the tips I do want to cover. Of course, I do think guilds are a good option as well, but guilds are a little bit more complicated. While I think guilds are very, very nice, I really don't think it's needed for level, like anything under 60, honestly. But up to you. I obviously do want to join the guild, because again, if you join a guild, this is going to be the best place for Mystics. And obviously, World Boss and all that. We also do have the members shop. You get a gold buff, XP buff, and all that. I think it's definitely worth trying to get into a guild as a newer player. The stuff you do get is for free. It's basically just playing the game. And you do want to get all these free artifacts. So as soon as possible, try to get into a guild, preferably an active guild. That will have guild wars and all that. Don't get into a random dead guild. But that's going to be pretty much it in terms of my tips that I think are really worth watching out for, and just being careful not to do certain things. But other than that, though, thank you so much for the video. Hope you have a good day. If you have any other tips, write them down below so we can all share with each other. But other than that, peace out.